So, here we are learning about the ultimate reality, the truth. And this truth has many names. One of the names is Tattva, and the text that we are doing here is Tattva Bodha. So, let us understand a little bit about Tattva. What is Tattva? Tat is a Sanskrit word which means that. Tat, that. Seems to be some connection there. Tat, that. That is opposite to this. What is this? Now, this is anything that I can objectify, I can know, I can experience, I can imagine, I can infer. Anything that falls under the purview of my knowledge, my experience, etc., that is this. This tree, this house, this garden, this mountain, this river, this valley, this town, this city, this village, this moon, this star, this sun, this universe, this galaxy, this can extend up to the entire creation, because I can objectify it in some way or the other. There are so many ways of knowing. First of all, we know with our five senses. I see, I taste, I touch, I smell, I hear, and I know the world around me. Then I extend my eyes, my ears. I know more about the world out there, the macro world and the micro world as well. With the microscope, I get into the micro world. With the telescope and whatnot, I get into the macro world. But whatever I can know about becomes this. My experiences, my emotions, my imaginations, my memories, my inferences, anything that I can know that becomes an object for me, is this. Then it is easy to understand what is that. The opposite of this, that means the factor, the principle, the object that I can never objectify, that can never be an object of experience for me, object of knowledge for me, object of inference, object of any way of knowing for me, that is that. It cannot be known, it cannot be experienced, it can nothing, you can do nothing with it. That is that. Tat. In Sanskrit language, there is this pratyaya tva, which turns everything into an abstract noun. White, let us say for example white, shukla. You add tva, shukla tva, it becomes whiteness. Wherever there is whiteness, we call it white. The same way, tat, you add the tva, tattva, thatness. Wherever there is thatness, that is that. Means there are topics and there is reality which I will never be able to independently, that human mind is never going to experience it, know it independently on its own. That is Tattvam. Now the Acharya says, Tattva Bodha, Tattvasya Bodha, the knowledge of that reality which can never be known, which can never be experienced, to which human mind has no access whatsoever. It does not matter how much progress we make in terms of coming up with new instruments, new equipments to know about the world, this reality, this truth will never fall under the category to which there will be an instrument of knowledge. But then interestingly, the Acharya is saying knowledge of that, tattva bodhaha, tattvasya bodhaha, the knowledge of that ultimate reality. How is it not contradictory? Because the Acharya is saying knowledge of that, and you are saying that's not even knowable. There is no way you can experience it. So you can see, before getting into the text, we are already discussing what the text finally has to reveal to us. This is the knowledge of unknowable, the knowledge of that which can never be known. Tattvasya bodhaha, tattva bodhaha. I will go along with the Acharya. We will learn who is this text meant for, who can study this text, whether this is my cup of tea or not, whether I need to study this text or not, and what is the purpose. What am I going to get out of this text? Knowing this, studying this, going through this thinking process along with you, what am I going to get? And it makes sense. Human mind, being an utilitarian mind, it looks for what is there for me. And we should, as intelligent beings, we should ask that question, what is it there in for me? And that we will understand along with the Acharya. So the Acharya starts, Vasudevendra Yogindram Natva Jnana Pradangurum Mumukshunam Hitarthaya Tattvabodho Vidhiyate.